Good morning, it's Tuesday. Oh, that's the radio. Milo's joining me today for the B&Q trip. I need to go get some grout and a big sponge from what I've seen online, and then maybe we'll go to Tesco. We're back in the kitchen and I am trying to make sure that there's no adhesive that's going to be right at the front of the tile that might be annoying for the grout. So I feel like it could be kind of in between, but not at the front, you know? I thought I'd got it all of the like excess yesterday when I was cleaning it up, but I think quite possibly the tile's shifted slightly or it's expanded. I thought it would shrink if anything, so hey ho, you live you learn. I'm just cleaning this up now. This is the grout that I've got. Theoretically I could have used this for both, and now I wish kind of that I had, or at very least that I'd used like a white adhesive, because this, if this gets in the way of the grout, will be visible, which is annoying. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to just use a knife as a little palette knife, and then I've got this thing that you're supposed to spread it all out with. A float, the YouTube people are calling it. Some of you are going to think I'm crazy, but this is the colour I'm painting the cabinets. I know it's not massively different, but look at this. So, I mean, it looks more different there. It is different. So this is what all of our kitchen looks like. All of our cupboard doors were wrapped in this kind of like super shiny, creamy colour, which we do not love. And it's not finished. So like the baseboards weren't like colour coded, nothing. So what we wanted to do was colour these. Originally we were going to swap out the cupboard doors, but it was just more money than we wanted to spend on like a kitchen we don't love. So eventually we decided we were going to paint the cupboards a similar colour to this, just so that we don't have to paint all of this area. I still might, we'll see. And it will just kind of like, even around the edges of the breakfast bar and stuff, that is all this kind of unfinished melamine situation. So I'm trying this. It is satin finish from Rust-Oleum in shortbread. It still says that you don't need to prime, you don't need to put on a top coat or anything like that. So, you know, watch this space. I never really trust these things, but I've heard good things. I didn't want the chalky finish, so I've gone for the satin, and shortbread was the closest. It's still definitely a warm white, which is what I wanted. But I'll see what it looks like when it dries, because, you know, it's not massively different. But it is different, and I think it's going to make a massive difference that it's not going to be this super high gloss cabinet anymore. Also, I'm grouted. I'm just waiting the 20 minutes, and then I think I wash it off. We're just winging this, guys. I mean, it is going to be different, but the colour is not enormously different, is it? I was too cautious. I was nervous of bright white making what was here, you know, the baseboards and stuff, look dingy. And also it being a bit stark. We'll see when it's all finished, but I'm a little bit nervous right now that I'm just painting it the same colour. We're taking a break from DIY. Manny is also coming on this break with us. We're going to the park. We're going to the park, Manny. Are you excited? We're going to the park. Milo's going to go and see his friend, and they're going to do Pokemon. Freedom to wee on all the trees. That bench over there. It's got my name on it. I'm sitting on the bench. So he's come to stand underneath the bench. Little Manny. I'm waiting for him to just like jump up on the bench next to me like, not really a running dog, Mum. Milo's just come over to me and asked if he can use my Wi-Fi from my phone, and he's just run over to his friend and said, Vinny, I've got the hotspot. The excitement. Manny is contemplating getting lost in one of these bushes. That has happened before. We've had to rescue him from the middle of a bush. Milo thought he was playing football with him. Manny is easily distracted. Also, I don't know how these kids are wearing t-shirts. Milo's brought a big coat and he's just wearing a jacket, and his friend's just wearing a t-shirt. It's so cold. It's so cold I can barely feel my hands. The tiling is pretty much done. The grout was a mother. Was thinking it was going to be quite difficult. When I mentioned on Instagram I was going to do the grout, someone was like, oh, I love grout. And I thought, I just know I'm going to struggle with this. It is uneven because, I don't know, I clearly didn't do it right. But practice is always good. There are just some little bits that I'm like, just going to even that bit out. I'm sure when grout sets 100%, I'm going to say like 48 hours. But I feel like I've got a little bit of time to play with it, to neaten it up. And then I've read some things about sealing. Some people don't seal. That is going to be this evening's research. But for now, I'm actually going to paint all the blue behind the kitchen. I'm going to paint all of that white. And I'll tell you why. Because I can't 100% remember what blue I used. I don't seem to have a can of it. And I can't see why, because I don't think I used it for anything else. But I'm going to just paint it white. And then it will just be bright, bright, bright. These cabinets are definitely the same colour. I'm definitely painting them the same colour. And so I'm going to stop and I'm going to order more paint for the cabinets. Of course she's back in the car and she's come to range. I see painting and decorating in the distance. So I'm looking for French chic paint. I looked online and it seems like the range is almost the only place that you can buy it in the store. I feel like if it was going to be anywhere it would be here. And it's not. Ooh, however, this was one of the things that I was looking for, but I wanted matte white, which is there. Last ditch attempt, we'll have a little wander over to B&M. This is a very limited paint section. What? I didn't give up. We're at Wickes. How uncharacteristic of me. So I was going to buy this. And then I Googled it because, of course, and the reviews were terrible. Second trip to B&Q of the day. They've restocked. They've restocked since this morning. It even said online that they didn't have any. It is only one, but still. Still doesn't look different, but I swear to you, it is. It's considerably different. This is now white. Bear in mind also it's nighttime. But this is pretty much exactly the white that I wanted it to be. I didn't want it to be like too stark white, which after a couple of coats maybe it will be, but definitely better with the tiles. What a journey we've been on. I'll share the finished result as and when. I still need to seal, etc. this evening. I just love these. I think they look so great. Someone on Instagram said, that is not how you tile. It's like, well, I think we can all agree. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm pretty pleased with it for a wing it first attempt. And by the end of the week, it will be a fully refreshed kitchen. We're actually thinking of getting a new tap as well. Lee's always wanted one of those like pull down spirally taps. And I found one, because I don't love them, I don't love the look of them, but I found one that looks quite sleek and it's got black in it, which I feel like then will kind of tie in with the black accents. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow when I am actually working, so I can't be doing this.